Hey, this is The Crown and the Flame, Book 2, Chapter 7. To get to Zenobia's castle, Kenna will have to make a deal with the deadly adder of Lycos. Meanwhile, Dom takes his fire training to the spirit world. Chapter 7. The Thieves of Lycos. Now playing as Kenna. You, Annalise, Radan, Rowan, and Val make your way down the dark streets of Lycos. If we're going to get help infiltrating Hex's lab, we need to meet with your sister soon, Radan. How much further to this meeting place? Not far. It's a tavern just up the path. Smells like a trap to me. It could very well be. We must be cautious. Most of Adder's meetings begin and end with bloodshed. That's not reassuring, Radan of Aurelia. It was not intended to be. After all, Adder and I parted ways on uneasy terms. Uneasy like she isn't speaking to you? Uneasy as in she threatened to cut me many ways with one of her poisoned daggers if she ever saw me again. Okay. What? Then what are we doing here? Trying to win the coming war. My sister is the only edge. Although I am admittedly surprised she's agreed to meet. It could be she has finally forgiven me. Or that she wants to use her guts for decorations. It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. As you walk by, a cloaked beggar woman reaches out her hand. Is that the adder? Oh. Beggars are very common here. We should move on. Yeah, give her a coin. As you reach down to give the woman a coin, her hand snakes out and latches onto your wrist. What the? The beggar's cloak falls away as she stands to full height. It is her. Maybe? How very kind of you. Adder! Huh. Brother. I like her bracelets. Adder whistles and thugs stream out of the hidden alleys. Eek! I'm beginning to hate your sister, Radan. Well, she hasn't actually done anything yet. You're joining a very large club. Adder twists your arm. Ah! And aims a kick at your side. I should punch her in the face. You jab Adder in the face before her kick can land. She reels backward, blinking. Ow! You're stronger than you look. +1 prestige. Thanks. I guess Radan's probably told you all about me. I'm starting to get a real clear picture. Adder twirls her fingers and suddenly 2 gleaming daggers appear in her hands. He mentioned you're good with blades. He's wrong. I'm amazing with them. I like her. Adder moves as if to throw one of the daggers at you. Reflexively, you duck. Suddenly, Adder is standing right next to you, her dagger at your throat. Looks like I've got the upper hand. I'm gonna disarm her. You overlooked one thing, Adder. And what's that? I'm too fast for you to stop me. You feint to the side and jab Adder's wrist with your fist. Hey. Before she can stop you, you're holding her dagger to her throat. Think fast, you got the drop on Adder. You were saying? Call off your thugs. Adder whistles sharply. Her lackeys immediately stand down. There, now, I gave specific instructions for no one to be hurt, so no harm done, right? No harm done? Stab her, Kenna. She deserves it. No, I think she is used to get that kind of thing. Adder, we came here to make a deal with you. The first step for that is trust. You step back and hand her dagger back to her, handle first. Well, well, you are full of surprises. So you'll hear us out? You stroll into my city with a mercenary, a Thorngate archer, a woman dressed head to toe in gold, and my idiot brother. Not to mention the fleet you've concealed a few miles up the coast. And then you get the drop on me and my talented crew. No small task. So yes, you have my attention. Use it wisely. Now playing as Dom, you and Sei are beginning your fire training in Sei's village under the tutelage of Sei's grandfather, Anu. The village around Anu's cottage bustles with activity. It's nice to see this place under better circumstances. You saved our people, both of you. For that, you should feel proud. Anu lights a fire with a flick of his hand and sits down in the middle of it. That's one way to stay warm. He makes 2 new fires, one on either side of him. Sit. I'll pass, thanks. That seems uncomfortable. Well, it's probably not a very hot fire, so you should be able to withstand it, so go sit down. Cods, Lowlander, sometimes you are pathetic. You say that, but I notice you haven't sat either. Sit now, please. I should. Sit in the fire. Concentrating, you sit down in the fire. The flames surround you, and you feel the tiniest bit of warmth. Ugh. I cannot believe a Lowlander is braver than I am. Sei follows after you, sitting in the fire and doing everything she can to avoid looking at you. What a great day. Shut up. Anu clears his throat, and you and Sei quiet down. You are about to enter into the spirit world. There you will encounter all manner of spirits, some living, some dead, as well as those who are in between. In order to survive, you must control your emotions, which in turn control your fire. Isn't our fire controlled by anger? Anger is the strongest emotion. It is chiefly how Sei channels her fire. You can stop calling me that now. But in truth, all your emotions contribute to your ability. You must learn to detach yourself from them entirely, especially while in the spirit world. Why is that? Emotions push your fire outward. If you feel nothing, that fire stays within. It protects you. But when you lose control, you lose that protection and become vulnerable. Lose control in the spirit world, and you'll be burned in the real one. Huh. So, I'm sitting in fire, preparing to encounter ghosts, yet if I feel anything while doing so, I could die? That is a blunt way of putting it, yes. Well, I guess that still sounds better than training with Sei. They're like little kids, really. If I see you in the spirit world, Lowlander, I will kill you myself. Ready to begin? He's just like, I'm ignoring you guys. I am... Oh, I can ask more questions? Yeah, sure. I should ask... What was Sei like as well? Yeah, why go in the spirit world at all? The spirit world will tell you who you are. It will expose your flaws. Only when you learn to fix those flaws will you find your dragon. That's what I'm here for. Good. Ready to begin? Why am I doing this in fire? For thousands of years, we who carry the flame have communicated with the world beyond. We have always used fire as a bridge between this world and the next. I understand. Good. I guess so the answer is tradition, basically? Okay. Should I ask about Sei as a little girl? 'Cause... Yeah, I'm gonna do it, why not? What was Sei like as a little girl? What does that have to do with the spirit world? Nothing, but there's a chance I could die, and before that happens, I want to know what little Sei was like. Call me that again, and you'll be dying much sooner than you think. Enough! Anu's fire rises high in the air, the flames billow blindingly white. He takes a deep breath, and the fire subsides. Both of you must remain calm and centered before you enter the spirit world. This is not the time for levity. Sorry. Aw. Alright, that's fair though. Serves you right. Nor for outbursts of anger. Now. No more questions? None. Let's do this. Close your eyes and breathe calmly. You take a deep breath and close your eyes. You open your eyes and find yourself on an ethereal path. Fire and brimstone raging all around you. So it's like a path of air through burning fire. Right. In the distance, a shadowy figure approaches, wrapped in flame. It comes closer, the flame face resolving into... What? Bartel, I destroyed the only family you ever had, and now I'll kill you too. Oh, this is probably like the spirit world's way of trying to scare him into being vulnerable or something, right? This is just a spirit. Your blood begins to boil. Control yourself. Rawr. You rush forward along the path, seeing an axe underfoot. Can I not? You scoop it up, closing the distance between you and Bartel. Come and get me. I'm going to enjoy watching you suffer. What? No, think of Sei. You think of Sei, remembering what is real, and some of the anger inside you subsides. This isn't real. Bartel is dead. If it's not real, explain this. Bartel raises a bow and quickly fires an arrow. It whips through the air, piercing your shoulder. Ah! Such a satisfying sound, the sound of you screaming. You push through the pain, moving forward closer to Bartel. Think of Anu. You remember Anu's guidance. I have to control my emotions or I'll burn. He doesn't know what you've been through. He doesn't know what I did to your little pet bird. Blood runs down your body from the wound in your shoulder. You struggle forward, almost reaching Bartel. Think of Kenna. You think of Kenna. She's the reason I'm training in the first place. Flames around the axe grow, dancing furiously across the blade. That's not what I expected. With the axe alight with fire, you reach Bartel. There's nothing you can do to me that you haven't already done. You confidently swing the axe at Bartel's head, and he shatters into 1,000 pieces. Spirited away, you defeated the spirit of Bartel. +5 army. You're nothing to me. No! Isn't he already shattered? Ah! Ow! Ow! Fire begins to burn you. Anu throws his hand out, extinguishing the flames. Are you hurt, Lowlander? I'm all right, I think. I don't understand. Why did I burn? You failed to observe your surroundings. +2 power. But I beat Bartel. I won. That was not a victory. Your training is over. You are not ready for the next step. You're wrong, Master Anu. I can handle more. I have to. Anu points to the mountains looming above the village. You cannot. The next step is going to the spirit world while sitting in the lava of the mountain. I am sorry, but I will not be instrumental in your death. Well, shoot. Now playing as Kenna. You and your allies are in the middle of a tense meeting with the Adder of Lycos. Rumor has it Princess Zenobia is throwing a ball at the palace. If you can get us into the ball, it should be easy enough to slip away and find Hex's secret lab. Easy enough, eh? Brother, have you forgotten everything about Lycos? You don't need my help to sneak into the ball. A child could do it. So, we don't need your help after all? However, getting into the ball won't get you into Hex's lab. The Grand Hall is in a separate building from the castle proper. Believe me, Zenobia's new bodyguard will make sure every door of the main palace is locked up tight to keep the princess's guests from wandering where they shouldn't. Oh. Besides, what you require goes beyond mere infiltration. If all you wanted was to get into Hex's lab and steal something, that would be simple. But that's not all we want. We have to remove Zenobia from power so she can't support her father during the coming battle. I understand. To accomplish such lofty goals, you'll need to place an agent inside Zenobia's inner circle. This is not easily done, but it's not impossible. Does that mean we can count on you, sister? For a price. Everything in Lycos has a price. Just name it, darling. If there's one thing we're not lacking, it's gold. Not every price is measured in gold, darling. What I want is more personal. Zenobia Navrakis will be wearing a very particular sapphire necklace at the ball tonight. I want you to go to the ball and steal the necklace, right off Zenobia's dainty little neck. Oh, shoot. Wait, the same ball you said it was pointless for us to attend? Not if you want my help. Like I said, it shouldn't be too difficult to get in, provided you can kill a few guards without anyone noticing. We'll manage. Not armed like that, you won't. If you want to sneak weapons into the Grand Hall, you'll need something a little more discreet. Adder holds her dagger to you, hilt first. You'd let me take it? You'd only need to break the skin and your opponent will fall. It's as deadly as it is beautiful. You can borrow it, but like I said, everything in Lycos has a price. Great. Acquire Adder's Fang for an edge in the future. You'll also gain the option to use this weapon in the final battle. Yes, I want it. It is really pretty, actually. Guess not. I'll be fine without it. Suit yourself. Now, I suggest you prepare yourself for the festivities tonight. Adder nods, and her thugs melt into the shadows. With one last coy smile, she follows suit. Adder must like you. I've never seen her offer to part with one of her fangs before. Well, she sure seems to like Kenna better than you. The way she first glared at you, I thought she was going to slit your throat for a moment. What happened between you two? It's a long story that I will need to pay diamonds to hear, probably. There'll be time for that later. You heard, Adder. It's time to go shopping. That's not exactly what she... Time to go shopping. Come now, she can't go to a royal masquerade ball dressed like this. Hey now, I'm standing right here. I suppose a disguise will be necessary. Many people in the 5 Kingdoms know Kenna's face. I see a shop down the street selling simple clothes. Perhaps we could disguise you as a kitchen servant? Don't listen to him, Kenna. I have a better plan. Annalise pulls you over to a dress shop on the other side of the street. Look, that gown in the window is just gorgeous, and there's even a mask to match. This would make an excellent disguise. You'd be able to attend the ball as a guest. One of us could escort you. Oh, Kenna, it would be so much fun. It's been ages since we've gone to a party together. Aww. That is a beautiful dress and mask. I guess I'm going as a kitchen maid. Is this alright? You certainly look ready to work. Not what I was envisioning, but it'll do. With this disguise, you should be able to move through the ball without drawing any suspicion. And we'll be there with you, of course. We should be able to blend in with the nobility. Yeah, we all will. I got most of the blood off my armor and everything. Annalise stares at Val and Rowan. Ahem. Perhaps our time would be better spent updating the others on the plan. They'll want to know what happened, right, Val? Fine, it's just... be careful. We'll be back before you know it. Later that night, you, Radan, and Annalise follow a crowd of nobles into the Grand Hall. Your group falls back from the others as they descend a sweeping staircase toward the ballroom. At the bottom of the stairs, guards check the guests' invitations and search them for weapons. All of the elegant lords and ladies of Lycos are here in their finest. Oh, Radan, it feels like home. Lycos is nothing like Aurelia. We must stay cautious. Do you see any sign of our target? You search the room. At the far end, something catches your eye. Oh, her necklace. The sapphire necklace. That must be Zenobia Nervacus. Oh. I don't believe it. Is that Helene with her? We never heard word of her after we took Stormhold. Looks like she's right back up to her old tricks working for the Nervacus family. Well, she did swear to them. She'll recognize us in an instant. She won't. Not in this crowd, especially while she shadows Zenobia so closely. As long as we are careful, there shouldn't be a problem. So we've just got to steal the necklace without her noticing and without drawing suspicion from Helene or any of the other dozens of guards or the hundreds of nobles here. This won't be easy. We'll have to take out those 3 guards on the stairs quickly and quietly. Think we can pull it off? If anyone can, darling, it's us. Let's hope you're right. You linger conspicuously on the landing until the guards at the bottom of the stairs notice you. They leave their post, approaching you with hands on their weapons. Excuse me. You lot mind telling me why you're loitering up here instead of joining the festivities? Loitering? Perish the thought. We were simply waiting for invitations. Now. Here we go. Oh, now playing as dawn. You're hunting in the forest when Say approaches. Lowlander, we have plenty of meat in the village. What are you doing out here? What's it look like? It looks like you're standing upwind from all the animals